Hello everyone and welcome back. Last time we finished up all the things in Chinatown, and we can now finally get the sarcophagus after we jumped through an inordinate number of hoops.
Where to?
And to get to the sarcophagus, we must attend a Giovanni family reunion, which means we must become one of the Giovanni, because only family is invited. Or, alternatively, we could sneak in. But why would we do such a thing when we can just become one of them? If you can't beat them, join them. Good evening, sir.
Yes, what is it?
Is this where the Giovanni gather?
It is. Are you family?
I am flesh and blood.
Then perhaps I'll see you inside. Didn't forget your invitation, did you?
That's a good possibility.
Well, I'm sure they'll let you inside if you just explain your situation to the man at the front door.
Great plan, but who are you?
Victor Rossellini.
Maybe we'll meet in a dark alley someday. Or in that house. I'm gone.
Yeah, what is it?
Is this where the Giovanni gather?
Giovanni? Oh yeah, here's the place. I haven't met you before. Are you a family member of family?
I am flesh and blood.
Is that right? Hell of a family to be born into or married into or both. You have an invitation with you?
That's a good possibility.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm sure they'll let you in. Just tell them you lost it. I lose things all the time.
You using yours?
Did I just say I have an invitation? If I did, yeah, I have an invitation.
So here, I can get her to give me her invitation. Thing is, her invitation is for a woman. I am not a woman, which the front door guard may or may not notice. So I'm not gonna take her invitation. Gimme!
My husband he's a big, tough guy, so you can kiss my ass, fella.
That's the booze talking. I hate talking to beverages.
Yes, what is it?
That woman is drowning!
She'll be fine after I get a pot of coffee in her.
Make her vomit out the evil spirits.
I'll keep it in mind, but we're expected inside. Excuse me. I'll keep it in mind,
Oh,
but
damn.
we're expected inside. Excuse me.
I did a bad.
I'll keep it in mind, but
My
we're
husband
expected
is
inside. Excuse me.
Oh, damn. I don't think I ever fucked this up before. Well, I screwed up the easy way in. That's not good.
A dove la sala, Gigi?
Well, let's see what happens.
You have invitation.
Must have left it in my other body.
No invitation. Can't go in. Apologies.
Has the family already forgotten Victor Rossellini? No! Check every list.
I think you... Okay, go in. And have a wonderful time.
I will enjoy the ride. Alright. That went better than I expected. I thought I might get a dementation option or something, but this works fine. And now I can explore this place as I see fit. Actually, not completely. There are places where they will attack me if I go. They will also attack me if they see me picking locks. What? Let's try this again, shall we? I knew you wouldn't be able to resist my charms forever. Good evening. Sorry to bother you. Looking for things to steal. I mean, I don't have a good excuse. Just ignore me. Wait. There are hidden passages, which the voices of metagaming, I mean Insight, told me about.
So nice to see you again.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, you can't come in here right now.
It's been several years since I saw you. In that brief period of time, several events have seen this family fall from the good graces of the head of the family back in Italy. The American Giovanni have been through hard times, this is true. The fall of the stock market, poor investments in several once tried and true industries, the loss of many old and dear friends in Washington who served our best interests. But I promise you that after tonight, these unfortunate mishaps will all be forgiven. The Ankaran Sarcophagus, you may have heard about its theft on the news. The truth of the matter is it was taken on my orders. Why? It bears a great resemblance to an artifact said to contain the spirits of an entire kingdom wiped out during the time of the pharaohs. As I speak, the most accomplished of our family are preparing to harvest this bounteous soul, bringing the Giovanni family one step closer to the endless night we have toiled to bring about all these centuries. Once again, the American Giovanni are poised to make a grand return to a position of esteem. And to celebrate this momentous occasion, I have decided to embrace two of you, and to allow you to choose one person at this party to bestow the proxy kiss upon. When the others return, we shall inform Italy of our accomplishments and commence with the embrace. Let this night be the beginning of a prosperous new century, and let us not forget to thank God for this opportunity it's provided to regain faith with our honored elders. Amen. I appreciate everyone's attendance here.
Well, won't that be sad? Well, what I know about the Giovanni is that their patriarch actually diablerized his antediluvian, and then the Giovanni pretty much annihilated the rest of the clan. So now they're their own clan and they're not part of the Camarilla. But they are also the family Giovanni.
They're coming.
And most of them don't know that Oh, this must be the servants' quarters. Most of them don't know that the family has vampires in it. Wrong button. Huh. Okay, I know this one is a secret passage entrance. So I guess I can't get into it unless I find it with perception. Pretty sure I already did in the past though. Also, what I was gonna say before, you can pick this lock, but well, the guard's gonna see you, but if he's not here, you can pick this lock, but as soon as you start, there's gonna be an explosion in that room and everyone in the house is going to be alerted to your presence. And also, this conversation isn't even taking place in the room here, but the one above it. So it's a trap. And I cannot do a good Akbar impression, so I'm not going to try. My goal is behind the locked door on the other side of the house. And there are broadly 2 ways I can get to it now. Well, one without the passages, and the other one is by conversing with the party guests, or some of them anyway. You can also do another quest in this place, where you can help 1 out of 3 people gain the upper hand over the others in the competition to get accepted into the inner circle of the family. And in this case, I presume that would mean they get embraced. They are the extra chosen person that the leader of the house mentioned earlier. And I have no idea who to help. Damn it all.
Hey there, Adam Dunser. I don't think we've met. You are?
My invitation says Victor.
Victor, pleasure to meet you. What line of work are you in?
Egg salad sandwich.
Myself, I'm an investment banker. Great business, lot of potential. For example, I got the inside track on this company right now. And let me tell you, when this company goes public, everyone's going to wish they had a piece of it.
Feed me more.
Well, it's a biotech firm. You know, they're working on growing replacement organs. Really fascinating technology. In a couple of years, I'd bet everyone will be going to them for parts. I figure an investment of $50,000 could be easily tripled in 5 years.
I don't have that 5, but I have lots of zeros.
Do you have cash? Credit? We could set it up over the phone right now. You'd really be helping me out a lot, and making a tidy profit to boot.
Help you tidy the boot?
It's just that business is a little slow lately, but you know how the economy is. It goes down, but it'll shoot right back up again. And this is the horse to bet on, I guarantee it.
Your well is dry, correct?
Most people here, they've got cash they don't know what to do with. And if one of us falls on hard times, don't you think as family, they're obligated to help him out? Besides, I get the kiss tonight. Everyone will be investing with me. In fact, if I could ensure my place at the grown-ups table by, say, drawing some attention away from my financial shortcomings, I'd be guaranteed the kiss. Know any dirt about the others I could use? I can't pay you, but I got this watch and this ring.
I will rape the minds of the party and return. I'm not helping him. I don't like him. This sure is a party.
What? Oh, sure.
I never knew the word opulent until this house taught it to me.
You know Uncle Bruno.
Oh yeah, him. Hell of a guy. Is he the guy on the pizza box?
I'm sorry, I've got a lot on my mind lately. If you'll excuse me.
Oh good, it didn't lock me out. Storm clouds overhead. Why?
Family events. How many more of these do we have to attend before we're taken seriously? I mean, honestly.
It burns me like 1,000 suns.
They're pitting us against our own flesh and blood for the privilege of joining the power clique. All you hear is, what have you done? How much did you make? Who do you know? You can't tell anyone anything, because they might use it against you.
You like playing in the dirt as much as any of your cousins.
The heart says no. The businessman in me tells me to smear them into the ground. I guess I would. And I know they'd probably do the same.
If I exhume the secrets, you'd buy the skeletons?
Yeah, I guess I would.
That statement is a blanket over a fire.
I don't even know who you are. I'm Chris Giovanni, by the way.
My invitation says Victor Rossellini.
I'm paranoid. But how do I know I can trust you?
I am a dam of secrets.
You go first. If it's anything like mine, I'll tell you what's bothering me.
Here, he tells you the secret if you tell him the right thing. And I don't actually remember what the right thing is, so I guess we'll experiment. I've been God-free for a while now. Terrible addiction that can be.
Really? In this family, that kind of thing can get you excommunicated if you're not careful. Well, all right. You want to know what's on my mind? I'll tell you. I found out a few months ago. My mother had an affair before I was born. Turns out my father isn't a Giovanni at all. My real father's this writer named Michael Avalon. If anyone found out, well, I might never rise up in this family.
I will watch over your secrets like they were a king's tomb. Her I do remember.
Might as well be a costume party. Everyone's smiling, pretending this isn't a pageant put on by the patriarch of this family. Fine. But this is a contest, and I came to win.
I can't catch up to your train of thought.
If you don't even know about the contest, then you really don't have to worry about winning it.
I'm also a family member. And you are?
Mira Giovanni.
Tell me the rules of this contest.
They gather us up here to decide just who's the best and brightest of this generation is. The lucky few are given the real power in this family. But some of us need to win more than others. Oh, forget it. You wouldn't understand.
I understand more than anyone.
Uncle Bruno, since I was a kid, he's been the patriarch of this family. Except he hasn't aged a day. I met with a senator from Massachusetts who asked me if I was related to Bruno Giovanni. Said Uncle Bruno helped him with his first campaign back in 1950. We've all heard the rumors. The core of our family, they never age. They're secretive. Whispers of blood magic and a kiss. Whatever it is, they pick the very best of us for it. I'd do anything to be picked. I've made some errors in judgment, but I've lobbied hard for this family's interests.
Can I soothe the sore?
Actually, there are two people at this party I know they had their eye on for a long time. One's Chris, my cousin. The other's Adam, who made Bruno a huge amount of money on tech investments a few years back. With him out of the running, they'd choose me.
What would you pay for those bones?
I'll spare no expense for a lot. I want to be in that circle of power, and I won't let blood get in the way. And of course, when your time comes, I'll pay back the favor.
I will pillage the minds of the party and return.
Oh, hello again.
Well, I seem to have effed up. I can't ask her about the story.
Yes?
Well, I guess... Damn. You know what? I'm gonna reload. I was just gonna take her side just because I didn't have much of a choice before, but I want to show her story as well. Now I don't know. I think I saved before I talk to him. What was faulty about your judgment?
What? Forget it. I'm not saying anything about that.
Mistakes are the bane of us all.
I just met you. I like you, but I can't tell anyone. It's too personal. Sometimes you do things you regret. And if someone here found out, they'd use it to destroy my chances at the family ever letting me into their inner circle.
I'm constructed out of regret.
You couldn't possibly understand.
All I have on my conscience is a jogger. On my car too, but the family is safe.
I did something because it made me feel alive. If you've never tasted it, you wouldn't understand. But a few months ago, I shared a hit with somebody I thought was clean. I tested positive last week.
Positive! That's the spirit!
Shh. You couldn't possibly understand. But that's why I'm here tonight. I won't have to worry about this disease if the family accepts me into the inner circle. I won't have to worry about a thing ever. I'm on a lot of politicians' Christmas card lists, and this family knows I've swung a lot of votes for it. But there are 2 people at this party.
I will discuss this with myself. So that's the story. She has HIV. He just wants in the family. I think I'll help her because she actually has a problem and doesn't just want advancement.
Oh, hello again.
I may have closet bones to sell.
Yes?
Adam's bank is a chasm. Roll a penny and watch him chase it.
Adam broke? A few years ago, they did an article on him in the business section. Money's practically more important than God to this family. I'll make sure Uncle Bruno somehow overhears this. Take this. It's more than Adam's worth.
Christopher's blood is not Giovanni. His mother is a harlot.
And Cecilia had an affair? If Chris isn't really a Giovanni, it won't sit well at all with Bruno. So sorry, cousin. Here, these bills represent Chris's entire future. Spend them wisely. For your assistance, you can be certain that, when I have my way, I'll bring you into the fold. If you wish. All I have to do is set the rumor mill in motion, and I'm as good as in. Excuse me.
Fine with me. All I wanted was the XP.
It's so nice to see you.
Your money is meaningless to me, mortal. I have enough of it already.
Hi. I don't think we've met before.
It said Victor Rossellini on my invitation.
That's pretty funny. Everyone here's so serious. Nadia Milliner. It's a pleasure to meet you, Victor. Are you from the Chicago Rosellinis?
Middle America and me are like propellers and manatees.
Oh, I'm from back east myself. I'm working on my master's out here, though. The Giovannis have been nice enough to let me stay here while I finish up my studies. I've learned a great deal from them, like you wouldn't believe.
What sights have your young eyes witnessed?
I really can't say much about that.
Things do not die here, they become servile.
There's something I want to show you, but you absolutely can't tell anyone, even other people here, okay? Follow me.
I will be right behind me. She used that sword to trigger a switch. I was gonna show you that, but the book was avoiding me. Anyway, what about the book? Wrong book. I always forget that I have items on the other side too. I'm sure somebody's been shouting at the screen. Ah, okay. There we go.
Come on.
Now I have dodge level 5. Which just makes me tankier in this game. She's taking me to Giovanni's secret places. Good. Nobody will miss this, I'm sure.
You know what they do in this room?
Scare the children during the holidays?
It is pretty disturbing. But you've heard the rumors about the family, haven't you? This is an embalming room. Know what they do with the corpses? I shouldn't do this, but why don't I show you? Gets pretty weird from here. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, and be ready to run. You'll understand when it happens. Follow me.
I'm still behind me. I could use the... Where is it? Is it this? Yeah, it is. I could use the elevator here. But now I've fallen behind.
Shh. They don't usually attack. Just don't provoke them.
I heard provoke them.
What's happening? They're coming to get us. Oh my gosh, we've got to get out of here.
Okay. I will hold them off. You escape. I'm helping. Have you escaped yet? I'm gonna keep going deeper until you confirm that you've escaped. She still hasn't confirmed that she escaped. I must continue to distract the zombies. Okay, now, if I remember correctly, yeah, of course. Okay. Ow. I was on the wrong side. Apparently, they just have a crypt full of zombies. Just hanging out. Haha. What? That was weird. I made it seem like I didn't fall because I didn't. Anyone who says otherwise is a liar. Oh, hello. I was waiting for the door to open, and the zombies just wanted me to stay, I suppose. Wanted to hug me. I don't even have to fight them. They're slow. And I don't get anything by fighting them. Oh, hello. I fixed it. Aha! Stairs down. That's a good sign. Probably. We found it, guys!
Kindred, your presence here violates the agreement between our leaders. Leave now, or face the consequences of your actions.
Where do you think this anger stems from? Your father, maybe?
There is an alliance between your leader LaCroix and Mistress Ming Zhao. You violate the agreement. If you do not leave, we are not responsible for your death.
I did not see these bonds.
We'll give you one more chance to leave this place and keep your life. You will go?
Aren't you guys a little small to be bosses? Mind telling me your weakness?
The time for decisions has passed. We Chang brothers accept your life graciously.
But my life is mine. Fortunately, I can save during a fight, so I don't have to redo this conversation when I inevitably die. They'll be back. They're always back until they're dead. I will be right back. One down. The other one's throwing fire bombs at me. Fire hurts. Don't like fire. So close. Success. Well, that's going to take a lot of drinking to get over. But we have completed our mission at last. My clothes were doing strange things again. Well, I'm curious what the European Giovanni will have to say now. Well, at least they haven't contacted them yet, so no harm, no foul. Oh dear, okay. I'll get the next mission, and that's probably it. I really thought this mission wouldn't take so long.
My Wunderkind returns. In my entire court, I knew there was only one who could have succeeded in this task. Finally, the Ankaran Sarcophagus is ours. Come, I've granted Beckett's request to study and document all the markings of the sarcophagus. You've met Beckett, haven't you? Let's go take a look inside and see what the commotion around the city has really been all about.
Yes, it's been sitting under the tree for so long. I can't wait.
What have you assessed so far?
Unfortunately for the Heralds of Doom, it appears we won't be opening Pandora's box. The markings, as far as I can tell, are of Assyrian origin. An extraordinary piece, but nothing earth-shattering.
I see. Then there is no good reason why we shouldn't open it. Won't budge. Beckett, do you see any mechanism for the lid?
I haven't as yet had a chance to pore over it with my fine-tooth comb. I think I have one in my bag.
Why won't it open, Beckett? And you, I thought you said it looked as if it had been opened on the Dane. I want it open! You, You and Beckett figure out a way to open it. I need to know what's inside. I have other matters to attend to. Come get me when a solution has been found.
Ah, the depths to which I'll sink to prove others wrong. The young ones get so temperamental. Fortunately for Sebastian, is it? I'd already made up my mind to open the sarcophagus, if only to show the city that Gehenna, contrary to popular belief, has not begun.
So, how does the box open?
In the last few seconds, I've had very few epiphanies. I may be old, but I didn't build it. How knowledgeable are you on ancient Assyrian funerary constructs?
I saw words, but not one I knew passed by.
Yes, quite astute. Fortunately for us, I know of someone who has distinguished himself in this field.
That guy on the historical network with the pith helmet? He makes learning fun.
No. His name is Dr. Anders Johansen, a professor of archaeology from Norway. He was the one responsible for finding the sarcophagus, and as far as I know, the only authority on its origin and design.
Is he in the bathroom? You can always find mortals in there.
Until yesterday, he could have been found in his suite at the Empire Hotel downtown. But when I stopped by earlier this evening, all I found was spilt coffee on a morning paper. Appears he's been abducted.
Why must all the hopes be on fire?
Where's the fun without complications?
Where does the trail end?
I detected the scent of myrrh incense, which is usually burned in monasteries. Also, I found beach sand in part of a muddy footprint. Putting two and two together, I located a monastery near a beach in Malibu, where I believe hunters are holding Johansen captive.
Neat! I would have taken the opportunity to see if mattresses can fly.
Actually, there were two hunters on the roof of the building opposite the hotel who were positively delighted to tell me everything they knew, provided I stopped dangling them headfirst over the side.
The hunters collect archaeologists now? Good, they needed a hobby.
The hunters abducted Dr. Johansen for his own protection, or at least that's how they've justified it. He's being held by the Society of Leopold and used, quite ingeniously, as bait for Prince LaCroix's minions.
Leopold is a good name for a turtle.
Sebastian mentioned you ran into one of the hunters from the Society of Leopold some time ago. They're so secret a church organization, I don't even think they know if they exist. But essentially, they're murderers for Christ, or some such deity.
Alright, I'm a fish. Where's the hook?
You'll have to go to the monastery and find a way into the tunnels beneath, where the hunters are holding Johansen. I'm afraid I can't accompany you, but then it's best you go alone. Too many of us might set them off, like fundamentalists on contrary opinion.
Can I borrow your airship?
I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly, Sebastian's already provided cab fare. I'm sure he always spares no expense when archaeology is at stake.
I want something from your brain.
Excellent.
Of the Atlantic.
Tell me more of this mysterious Leopold character.
The Society, for the most part, knows very little about us. But they do know how to kill and torture us, and that's enough. Also, some of them exhibit powers that can make them quite formidable. Obfuscate will serve you well around the hunters.
Is the box Pandora's?
Well, if we open it up and the world ends, then yes. If we open it up and the world does not end, then no. I'd wager the latter.
What of the thin-blooded?
How any sane kindred could think these poor unfortunates are an immediate threat to us is absurd. Most were afraid, or at the very least uneasy around me. Tragic. Their desperation could very well hold the spark of revolution, however.
If I was a mirror, who is that person you're staring at?
I've said quite a lot about myself already. I know even less about you than you do me. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
They should have a channel devoted to you in my head.
Then I'll let you in on a little secret. Beckett may not be the name I was born with. Events always seem to unfold wherever I go, like Chicago a few years ago. Oh, it's a bother to explain. Either I'm pursuing fate, or it's got a bone to pick with me. Unless you've got further questions, I'd really like to get back to looking at the sarcophagus. Excellent.
To Leopold I creep.
Remember, Dr. Johansson is an innocent. He has no idea we actually exist. Try not to put the idea in his head.
What idea?
Did you find a way to open the sarcophagus?
The sarcophagus is secure. I wish my finances were similar.
I can't have my protege looking plebeian, can I? You'll find I can be very generous towards those who serve me well.
I fought beasts beyond imagination, coated myself in the filth of kine.
Point made.
Yes! I wonder something.
Which is?
Tell me of the Eastern kindred, who are not kindred.
Traditionally, the Kuei Jin have stayed in Asian territory, and the kindred Europe, and later North America. But recently, they invaded the West Coast, killing off a substantial number of anarchs. They lack the organization of the Camarilla, and think nothing of breaking the Masquerade. Though we share similar traits, there is no fraternity between us. We embrace. They rise from the grave. They do not know the pleasure of blood. They are without clan. And oh yes, they believe our kind to be inferior. They are as much of a threat as the wolves.
Wolves?
Werewolves. I can still recall a time when cities were surrounded by miles of forests full of the beasts. But progress has taken care of that problem.
I wonder something else.
Which is?
What's in the box?
If you didn't take the time to ask, perhaps we'd know by now. As I mentioned before, my concern is that it pertains something supernatural. Though Beckett has waived this theory altogether. The city is alight with dread. Perhaps it's an antediluvian.
Antediluvian?
A joke. The antediluvians are the mythical progenitors of each of the clans for whom they trace their bloodlines. And according to mythology, descendants of Cain, the legendary first vampire.
That name sounds eerily familiar.
As in the biblical Cain and Abel? Before you put too much stock in it, realize that the church and all of its mythos are blends of kindred and mortal meddling. Whips to regulate weak minds. This is all Beckett's field of expertise. If you want a lesson, merely ask him. Which is?
None. There we go. Now we have exhausted all the conversation options. We have trolled LaCroix a bit. So I think the night is now complete, and we can end the episode here. Next episode we're going to clean up the side quests and then proceed to the Society of Leopold as instructed. I'm sure there's no rush. We have the sarcophagus, they have the scientist. So, at this point, we're 1 for 1. Or something. That was not the right expression. Doesn't matter. Until then, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.